Hello, Skystreak with you. You know, I've been noticing within the last couple of weeks, and I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of you people out there that used to have some faith in restoring freedom are, well, seeming to give up. I see responses to news articles about police brutality and war crimes and crimes against humanity. And some of the responses that I see on those articles are, well, it pretty much is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. And why do you still care? And nothing's going to change. What a crock of shit that is. So, y'all just going to bow out now? And try not to do anything? Try not to exercise your rights before we lose them all? Really? One post in particular was about war crimes with a plethora of photos showing the torture and the slaughter of innocent women and children in the Middle East. The boogeymen, Al-Qaeda, the false enemy. And we let this happen? We let these people be tortured? We let them get hung by their feet, whipped, waterboarded, shocked, forced to perform fellatio on soldiers, the raping of women? You read this and you're just going to say, huh, nothing I can do about it. You know what? There is something you can do about it. You need to stay with the good fight, people. Exposure is our only weapon right now. Full-blown revolution ain't going to happen. We would surely lose at that game. They have all the big guns, and we don't. Now, I know a lot of you would like to see a real revolution in this country, but that's not going to happen. At least not right now. You know, and in this country we have a whole slew of everything illegal against the American people. You know, the warrantless search and seizures of people's homes without due process or any real reason. They're just busting into people's houses, asking them if they have guns, shooting their dog, killing family members, and then just leaving the scene. That's acceptable? Fuck no. That is not acceptable. What about warrantless traffic checkpoints? Drug checkpoints or DUI checkpoints. Now granted, I don't agree with people driving around heavily under the influence of any kind of drug and or alcohol. However, if they were within their legal limit, which isn't much in most states, they shouldn't have to comply or submit themselves to a checkpoint. It's like Nazi Germany, for fuck's sake. And if they catch you trying to evade the checkpoint, they chase you down. Is that America? Is this the America that you want? What about Border Patrol stops? I'm talking about the ones that happen 30 miles away or better from the actual border of Mexico. How about the TSA? Everything's put in place against you. So you're just going to throw your arms up and say, well, I guess I have to comply if that's the way it is. You need to pull your head out of your ass. At least try to make a difference. Express yourself. Do what I'm doing. Not that I have a huge impact on society, but I would hope through likes and shares, messages get around and at least get acknowledged. Is that what we want here in America? Is Nazi Germany all over again? And most of you would say, oh no, that'll never happen in America. It's happening right now. Open your fucking eyes, people. If we don't exercise our rights now, they will be taken away. End of story. If enough people fall into that mode of, I can't do anything, then what happens? They have won the game. Is that what you want? Or do you want to fight for your freedom? Do you want to at least expose them? So at some point, the right person or the right people might actually say, you know what? The American people are right. We can't let this go on anymore. We have to restore freedom in America. We have to restore human rights. We have to restore freedom of speech, the right to protest, the right to bear arms, the right to do whatever the fuck you want as long as it's not harming anybody else. I've always been an advocate for that. If you're in your own home, I don't give a shit what you do. Really. As long as it doesn't affect anybody in the outside world and those within your household. I'm not saying it's okay to snort a whole bunch of cocaine and do some heroin and try to raise your children. That's not what I'm getting at. If you want to get slammed ass silly drunk in the walls of your home and fall down, crack your head open, I don't care. It's your choice and you're not hurting anybody else but yourself, so why should anybody be demonized or feel like they have to face consequence all the time for every action that they do in society? That's what they're starting to make us feel like. That's what they want us to feel like, so that, oh, well, hey, they're all indoctrinated now. We can do whatever the fuck we want now, because everybody's fallen into submission. They're all okay with it now because they don't want to fight back. They don't want to exercise their right. And they're willing to put up with anything and everything that we throw at them. That's what they want. That is the true pinnacle of power, and that is the end of this world as we know it. This administration is the worst administration in mankind, if you look at the facts. All the bills being signed into law, usually on holidays or weekends when nobody's paying attention, we can just throw up a story about Miley Cyrus or you know what I'm getting at. The bullshit propaganda on television. So, who's with me? Are we going to give up this fight for freedom? Are we just going to put our heads in the sand and just pretend everything is okay and just go along with it? For those of you saying yes, I pity you. And I'm really sorry that you put yourself into a position to not feel accountable enough to stand up for your rights. You've gone soft and just want to not expel any ounce of energy to get those freedoms back. I'm sorry for you. Me, myself, I'm probably on a government watch list. And you know what? I'm not ashamed to admit that. I expect a knock at my door any time for being a dissident. Why? Because I'm standing up for my freedoms, speaking to you right now. Countries like Italy, for example, if you speak up or against your government over there, and they find out about it, you can serve prison time up to 10 years for speaking your mind against your government over there in Italy. Is that what it's going to come down to here? All-out censorship? They're already partially doing this in China and Japan. Is it because those people gave up and now this is what's happening? This is America, people. It's America. And everything here in America is not okay. So it's time, way high time for you, me, and all of the other Americans in this country to stand up and put our foot down. Solutions? Flood your local representatives with emails, phone calls. Tell them your concern. I have. Me, just me, won't end the problems. It's going to take a lot of us to do it. But don't just sit there in your little comfort zone behind your computer and watch videos like this and just shrug your shoulders and say, well, that's a drag. On to the next one. It's going to take some real serious action. Not violent action. But it's going to take some kind of action to get these fuckheads to understand they're misleading us. They lie to us on a daily basis. And the more they get away with, the less chance you're going to have in the long run to take this country back. So you're going to accept it all? Or are you going to stand up? Stand up for what you believe in, unless you're just going to follow that herd. Leave your comments down below. Please, I'd like to know what you all think about this subject. Hope you're having a good day, and as always, Sky Streak and peace. And I'm out.